In Malaysia, the legal framework governing ship personnel is established under Part 3, Ship Personnel of the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, MSO 1952. This part applies to almost all ships except those specifically exempted, including warships or naval auxiliaries, ships employed by the government of Malaysia, fishing vessels, native sailing crafts, pleasure yachts, Malaysian ships operating exclusively within domestic ports, offshore drilling units not ordinarily engage in navigation, floating storage and offloading, FSO, or floating production, storage and offloading, FPSO, vessels, and ships of traditional build, such as dhows and junks. These exemptions ensure that the legislation focuses on commercially operated vessels engaged in both domestic and international navigation. Key terms under Part 3 are defined in Section 70, Interpretation. A certificate refers to any valid document issued under Section 74, Certification of Seafarer, while a Safe Manning Document, SMD, is issued under Section 71 to specify the minimum crew required to safely operate a ship. Under Section 71, the Safe Manning Document establishes the minimum number of personnel necessary for safe ship operation. For Malaysian ships, the SMD is issued by the Director of Marine, whereas for foreign ships, it is issued by or on behalf of the Flag State Administration. This aligns with international standards under SALAS, ensuring that vessels maintain sufficient crew for safe operation, emergency response, and compliance with international maritime safety requirements. Section 72, Manning and prohibition of going on a voyage or excursion undermanned, imposes strict obligations on ship owners and masters. Before any voyage or excursion, the vessel must carry sufficient personnel as specified in the SMD. Even when at port or not on a voyage, the owner or master must ensure that enough crew remain on board to respond to any situation affecting the safety of the ship, personnel, or the environment. Non-compliance constitutes a legal offense. The owner or master may be fined up to 100,000 ringgit, and the vessel may be detained in Malaysia until full compliance is achieved. By establishing and enforcing these safe manning requirements, Malaysia aligns its maritime labor and safety framework with key international instruments, including SALAS, STCW, and the Maritime Labor Convention, MLC 2006. This framework guarantees the protection of life, property, and the marine environment during ship operations, reinforcing Malaysia's commitment to international maritime safety standards. Malaysia Shipping Notice MSN 29/2011 requires that every Malaysian registered ship operating in domestic waters must carry a safe manning certificate, except for licensed small boats. Passenger ships with a sailing time of no more than 4 hours may apply for an interim safe manning certificate, valid for 6 months. After this period, the holder must pass an assessment to obtain a Master Domestic Certificate of Competency with endorsements for specific operational areas. Additionally, all seafarers on passenger ships must complete a modular course on crowd management to ensure readiness for emergency situations. Under the Merchant Shipping, Manning, Hours of Work, and Watchkeeping Rules 1999, ships 500 GT and above are required to carry a safe manning document, while ships below 500 GT must carry a manning certificate. Companies are legally obligated to maintain manning at or above the levels specified in the document, and a valid copy must always be on board. Compliance is further strengthened under MSN 29/2011, which mandates the use of interim safe manning certificates for certain domestic passenger vessels and sets a timeline for officers to upgrade their certification. Malaysia Shipping Notice MSN 3/2018 replaced MSN 7/2009, introducing a new format of the safe manning document aligned with IMO Resolution 8.1047/27, Principles of Minimum Safe Manning. This update also requires listing the ship management company, ensuring accountability for operational compliance. Under Section 81 of the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, MSO 1952, every shipowner must ensure that the latest Malaysian legislations, notices, international rules, and publications relating to maritime transport safety, security, and marine environment are readily accessible on board. The Director of Marine may determine the list of required documents through Malaysia shipping notices. Failure to comply constitutes an offense, punishable by a fine of up to 25,000 ringgit per ship. This provision ensures that vessels and crew have access to all relevant legal and regulatory guidance, supporting compliance with safe manning and broader maritime safety obligations. Penalties for non-compliance with safe manning requirements are substantial. Under MSN 7/1999, a company failing to apply for or maintain a valid safe manning document may face a fine of up to 10,000 ringgit or imprisonment up to 6 months, or both. A master sailing without a valid certificate may be fined up to 5,000 ringgit or imprisoned for up to 6 months, or both.
Thank you for watching this video, and see you soon.